A couple of weeks ago, I made a video about putting up these 4 hyperlight high bay shop lights and what difference they made for the lighting in my shop. I love them so far. Right now they're still on extension cords trying to get my electrical hooked up. However, there's one thing I don't like about them, at least for me. They put out wonderful light, and it's great. It lights up the place. No complaints there. It's just that they're 4-point lights, as you can tell right there. You got 4-point lights on the ceiling, so they create shadows everywhere. And I want to eliminate as many shadows as I can, just for the type of work I want to do, and just for eye strain and all that, and that it comes out good on video. So I went and looked at, there was a commenter on the video that said, look at the reflectors. And so I went and bought some. So I bought the reflectors for the Hyperlight Hero lights. They're the dimmable lights. These are 100-watt lights. They're for 10-foot ceilings or so, 10-foot probably to 12-foot. Anything higher than that, you have to go up in the wattage. They go from 150 to 200, and I think 250. But these are plenty. They put out good light. So I got the reflectors that are made for the Hero series, and I just got them in, and I'm going to install them and show y'all the difference between the lights without the reflectors, which really they're not reflectors, they're like diffusers. They're the milky diffusers. There was a clear one, and then there's a milky one. And I bought the milky one, so it's more of a diffused light. I'll put the links in the description below, and for the lights and for the diffusers, and we'll see what kind of difference they do in the shop. This is an example of the kind of shadows that are cast on the floor and elsewhere from the four lights, and we'll see what happens to them with the milky deflectors on them. But as you see, there's shadows all over the place. And in a barn or in just a regular shop setting, it wouldn't be a bad thing. It's not, it's not really that bad. It's just if you want a little bit more even light, I think you need the reflectors. So these lights, they hang off of one hook. So all you have to do is unhook it, and then they have a safety cable that's screwed into whatever you can screw or bolted onto, just for added fall protection for it. Actually, when I was putting them up, good thing I had it screwed in, because I actually kind of bobbled the light and it almost broke on me. So all you have to do is unhook it. So this is what the lights look like when they're down. They have a little hook, and you'll want to take that hook off. Makes the installation a little easier. And the diffusers, the reflectors, have a bolt pattern around them, and it corresponds to the bolt pattern around the black part. There's some holes in the black rim, and they just line up and screw together. So you'll just line them up and then use the supplied little screws to screw them together with. You might need to finagle them a little bit to get them to line up. And then once you get the reflector part bolted on. You'll take the bottom cover and you'll put it on. It just fits into the reflector part. Now you have a silver trim, and I learned the hard way that the silver trim goes on one way. There's one side that's a little wider than the other. The wider side goes on the down portion. Otherwise, it doesn't quite fit on just right, and the spring, you have to stretch it just a little bit further. It'll work, but it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't fit right. So the trim, you'll want the trim to touch. And then you'll take the supplied spring and you'll put them together. So this is what the shop looks like with the diffusers on. And the light was really hard to look at from the shop lights before the diffusers. It would almost blind you. Now you can look at the shop lights and you don't get blinded. The light overall is softer looking, and there's the shadows. There's still some shadows, but they're softer, which is fine. You don't have such a harsh light everywhere. So overall, I like these lights a lot. They pack a lot of punch. It would have took several fluorescent tubes to cover the shop with light, and now it's pretty even and a really good light. I still might need to put some light here and there for task lighting, but I really like these lights. So I appreciate you watching this video. I hope it showed you something about the hyperlights and the milky white diffusers that you can buy for them. They're a good choice for some shops like mine. It's going to be more detail oriented, woodworking, so I'm going to be looking at finishes, and I need a little bit more diffuse light than just harsh point shop lights, but they're really good. I'll put the links in the description below to the lights and to the diffusers. And thank you for watching this video.